So to Sri Lectures YouTube channel. So in this video we discuss about one of the important topic in electromagnetic theory, that is energy density in electrostatic field. So normally before going to calculate energy density, first we have to find the energy with respect to the given electrostatic field. From that we can find the energy density value. So to determine the energy present in an assembly of charges, we must first determine the amount of work necessary to assemble the charges. So this is very important. So to determine the energy present in the assembly of charges, first we need to determine the amount of work necessary to assemble the charges. So suppose we wish to position 3 point charges Q1, Q2 and Q3 in an initially empty space. This is very important. The space is initially empty, shown shaded in below figure. So this is the this is the empty space. So here we need to position 3 point charges Q1, Q2, Q3 from to the point P1, P2, P3. This is figure shows the assembly of charges. So we need to move charges from infinity to the corresponding point. Q1 from infinity to P1 and charge Q2 from infinity to P2 and charge Q3 from infinity to P3. So this shows the assembly of charges. So here the very important point, no work is required to transfer Q1 from infinity to P1. So normally no work is required to transfer Q1 from infinity to P1 because the space is initially charge free and there is no electric field. So at the starting stage there is no electric field. So for that the transfer of Q from infinity to P1, the work is 0. That is W is equal to minus Q integral E dot dl. So here E dot dl is E is 0. So total work done is 0, corresponding to transfer of Q from infinity to point P1. The work done in transferring Q2 from infinity to P2 is equal to product of Q2 and the potential V21 at P2 due to Q1. So for W2 we assume this is W1 is equal to 0. So here W2 is nothing but, so we have to multiply corresponding charge Q2 is multiply with the potential between the point P1 and point P2 and P1, that is V21. This is W2 value. Next one, so similarly the work done in positioning Q3 at P3 is equal to, simply we have to consider charge Q3 is multiplied with respect to two other point potential, that is nothing but Q3 into 3,1. So that is potential with respect to point P3 and P1 plus Q3 into potential between point P3 and P2. So this is nothing but W3. So now take common Q3, then we get this one. Q3 is equal to V32 plus V31, where V3 and V31 are the potential at P3 due to charge Q2 and Q1 respectively. So now hence the total work done in positioning 3 charges are WE is nothing but W1 plus W2 plus W3. Now simply add all the 3. Already found the value of W1, W2, W3. Simply add all the 3. Finally we get the equation number 1. And in the next step, if the charges were positioned in reverse order, so in the first case we position the charges in the order of Q1, then Q2, next Q3. So now we need to position the charges in reverse order. Reverse order is nothing but from Q3, Q2 and Q1. First one is Q3, second one is Q2 and third we are placing Q1. So from that above step we can directly write W3 W3 plus W2 plus W1. So simply like above cases, we can get the with respect to first placement, the value is 0. With respect to placement of charge Q2 on P2, we get Q2 into V23 plus placement of charge Q1 at point P1, we get Q1 into remaining 2 voltage between other points. So that is V12 plus V13. So now simply we are writing this above equation as Q2 V23 plus Q1 into V12 plus V13. This is equation number 2. So the next step is where V23 is the potential at P2 due to Q3 and V12 and 13 are respectively the potential at P1 due to Q2 and Q3. Next one, so while adding equation 1 and 2, we get 2E is equal to this term. So we are taking common corresponding to charges. So we get Q1 into V12 plus V13 plus Q2 into V21 plus V23 plus Q3 into V31 plus V32. So now, these two terms is written as potential due to charge 1. Simply this two term is written as V1. Similarly, this two term can be written as V2. Similarly, these two terms can be written as V3. So Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 plus Q3 V3. So now bring this is WE, 2 WE. Now bring 2 to other side, 2 WE. Now bring 2 to other side. So we get WE is equal to 1 by 2 into Q1 V1 plus Q2 V2 plus Q3 V3. This is equation number 3, where V1, V2, V3 are the total potential at P1, P2, P3 respectively. This V1, V2, V3 are the total potential with respect to point P1, P2, P3 respectively. In general, if suppose the case we have n point charges is placed in the empty space in order of like above cases, order of 1 by 1 charges, then we get the total energy WE can be written as 1 by 2 summation k is equal to 1 to n Qk into Vk. So energy, the unit is joule. So this is marked as equation number 4. And the next step, if instead of point charges, so instead of considering point charges, we need to consider the continuous charge distribution. The summation of equation 4 become, summation in the previous equation is become integration, that is WE can be written as 1 by 2 integral rho L into VdL for line charge. Similarly, we can write it for surface and volume charge. So this is with respect to surface charge. This equation is with respect to volume charge. So next one, we know that already this is Maxwell equation, Maxwell first equation, Maxwell equation 1, Maxwell equation 1. This is marked as equation number 8. Then substitute equation number 8 in equation 7. Substitute, now we are considered only with respect to volume charge. So substitute this equation number 8 in this equation. Simply rho V can be replaced by delta D. While replacing this, then we get delta D into V into dV. So this is marked as equation number 9. So but for any vector A and scalar B, the identity is there. Identity is del dot VA. This is vector, V is scalar and A is vector. Then can be written as A dot del V plus V into del dot A. So now simply we need the value of this one, that is V into del dot A. We need this term. So now bring this term to other side. So then del dot A into V is equal to del dot VA minus A dot del V. This is equation number 10. Now apply this equation number 10 concept in equation number 9. In equation number 9, then we get a single term split into 2. So corresponding to this term we can have 2 terms. Similarly, while substitute concept 10 in 9, then we get this equation 1 by 2 del dot Vd into dV minus 1 by 2 d dot 1 minus 1 by 2 integral over V del dot d dot del V into dV. This is equation number 11. So by applying divergence theorem, so now for this first term we need to apply the divergence theorem. Already we know divergence theorem. What is the divergence theorem? The divergence theorem states that del cross, maybe take one vector, del cross A into ds is equal to volume integral over, line integral over A dot dl. So this is the form, divergence theorem is nothing but, so divergence theorem, so integral A dot ds can be written as triple integral, that is volume integral. Here we have surface integral, triple integral over V del cross A into dV, del cross A into, del dot A into dV. 1 minute, I will return again. Now the divergence theorem statement is surface integral over, otherwise we can write volume integral over del dot A into dV, volume integral over del dot A into dV is equal to double integral or surface integral over S A dot ds. So this is the formula. So now apply this divergence theorem statement. So with respect to this term, then the equation become like this: 1 by 2, this del dot d, this is considered one vector. So del dot of this vector can be written as this vector into ds. Simply here del dot A into dV can be written as A dot ds. So simply here Vd into ds. This second term is like previous step, same. So this is considered as equation number 12. So next one, already we know corresponding to point charges, V is proportional to 1 by R, D is proportional to 1 by R square, and with respect to dipole, V is proportional to 1 by R square, D is proportional to 1 by R cube. So now our case is with respect to only point charge, so we need to consider this concept. So Vd is proportional to, simply multiply these two, 1 by R cube, while ds, that is surface area, is varies as R square. So now substitute these two value, that is this one and the ds value, in this previous expression, that is one of the term we have 1 by 2 Vd into ds. While solving this we get 1 by 2R. So this 1 by 2 Vd into ds is proportional to 1 by 2R. So next very important point is, when the surface area become large, assume that if surface area is infinity and the corresponding R, dimension of R is also infinity. So substitute this infinity in this equation, anything by infinity becomes 0. So automatically this term should be equal to 0. So from that we can define, when surface area is large, this total term become 0. That is this case. So the must be first term of integral 12 must be 0. Then we get W is equal to minus 1 by 2 integral del dot d dot del V into dV. So now again we can replace del V by minus E, and here one minus is there, in the expression also we have minus, both are cancelled. So finally dE into dV. Again D can be replaced by epsilon naught into E. While replacing this, then we get the expression W is equal to 1 by 2 dE dV, or 1 by 2 integral over V epsilon squared E squared into dV. This is equation number 14. So next, suppose we need energy, electrostatic energy density is nothing but we need to differentiate the previous expression with respect to volume. So WE is equal to dWi divided by dV is equal to 1 by 2, while differentiating this equation with respect to volume, then we get the inside the term alone, 1 by 2 dE, here 1 by 2 epsilon, 1 by 2 dE here 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square, and also simply rearrange the substitute the remaining term, so we get d squared divided by 2 epsilon naught, also one of the formula. So now we can try the equation number 14. So again already this equation number 14 can be written as W is equal to integral of WE into dV, the equation number 16. Thank you. In the next lecture, we discuss some problem on potential and corresponding to dipole and corresponding to energy density. We discuss the problem in the next video. Thank you all. Thank you for watching.